Hey, what's up, guys? This is Team Hard Life Captain Alberto Zertuche, and I am making the 4-foot sections that will be attached to our bite sections of the circle hooks that y'all saw me already creating. Yep, I ran out of enough mono to create them on hand, so I'm backtracked, cut up a bunch of mono at the 4-foot section that I need. Right now, I'm going to put on the 2.2 double mini sleeve on this 400-pound test, and then add my swivel. First step in the process of a few different steps to make it happen.
Gotta bite, gotta bite. I think I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I gotta learn. I'ma call the whole team.
As we are getting closer to the Sharkathon tournament dates, so far the weather is holding out and looks like we may be good to go for the first set of dates, which is the first weekend in October, which is great for us. Like I said, we've got a couple of weeks to get there. However, again, we are offering a several bonus deal. One, if you catch one of the tournament placing fish, which means first, second, or third place, or most inches, or whatever it may be in any of the categories, and you're using our gear and take any photos, there's a $500 bonus for in-store credit. If you wear our shirt during weigh-in to claim this prize as well, you get an extra $250 bonus on top of that for in-store credit. So that's $750 of in-store credit just by using the Team Hard Life gear while at tournament. You know, we do it all the time, and we've won a bunch of tournaments, and just looking to expand it more to more customers getting on the big game tackle, ready for big monies. Alright, guys, so this mono section right here, we are using the 400-pound test with the 475-pound stainless steel swivels that are coated black. We are also using the 2.2 double mini sleeves. That way they hold excellent. They really get a grip of this monofilament, and it does put up with a lot of abuse. We're using high abrasion, high impact fishing line as well for the tail section of the leader. This is so that way as the shark decides to swim away and he tail whips the line, he will not cut you off on the leader from his tail. Now, if the tail hits the main line, there's a very good chance that that can happen. So this is part of the deal. That's why we're building a lot more 6-footers and 5-footers than we are with the 4-footers. However, the guys that are out there bull red fishing can still use the smaller leaders like that for bull reds and still land big shark. I've seen it done. It can happen. Do not think it cannot, but it will. We're just going to be setting up here pretty soon to be doing some casting with the different style of leaders and seeing which one we can get the most distance with them and so forth. Obviously, the type of bait you put on there will also either help or hurt your cast, depending on how much bait you put on there. So we're going to go ahead and knock this out, get all the swivels and sleeves on there on these different colors. And again, like I said, it's a step-by-step process for us to mass produce a whole bunch of tackle. All right, I'm just double checking to make sure I didn't miss any of the monofilaments putting on the sleeve and the swivel, but this is what it looks like before I start crimping. That's a lot of sections of mono, guys, but here we go. I'm going to be using the Billfisher HD 800, and as you can tell, we've added duct tape on the tail end, and it has actually worked out really nice by doing that. The crimpers already come with a little bit of cushion type of foam, but by putting on the duct tape on there is ensured that we don't wear off the foam real easily. Even though these are already probably like 2 years old, we are still crimping away at it, and the crimps are holding up very, very nice. We use these style of crimpers for our 100-pound test, 130, 200, 400, and even sometimes the 600-pound, depending if we get up from our chair and use these, or we go to the warehouse and use the big bench crimper there for the bigger monos. Now, if we have the double mini sleeves, then we can do those bigger test lines with the smaller crimpers here. So it works out, guys. But yeah, it does take a toll on your hands sitting there crimping and crimping and crimping. Mind you, with the monofilament, we do flare out each end. We do not crimp completely across the sleeve. We only crimp toward the middle. So we'll leave about a 1/8 of an inch or a 32nd of an inch of sleeve exposed on one side, and then we go to the other side and do the same thing, so that way it gets 2 complete crimps on each of these sleeves. Now that I got them all crimped up, it's time to sort them. And the reason I have to sort them is because once I start attaching them to the hook sections, it's going to make it real difficult to get them untangled up once you got the hook section on. So I go ahead and split them up so that way I can crimp in the hook section, and then I can get them to the wall fairly easily from that point. This is the fun part, when it all starts to come together, when you've worked on one end of the leader and worked on the other end, and now they're going to come together. So awesome. It's like cooking food. You know, you're sitting there staging, you know, certain parts of your recipe here, there, and there, and then when it finally all starts coming together, it's just so glorious. So again, guys, we've got a lot to offer here at Hard Lives Bait and Tackle with the tackle that we are doing, and you can see it's all handcrafted by us in-house from the crazy fishing we have done